Hey, what's up? It's your man Rico the Opinionist. I'm here with another opinion. It's Rico the Opinionist, Opinionist. Please like, share, and subscribe right here on a YouTube channel. Please check out the subscription box with a whole lot of links in there that I think you would find very interesting. And please share this live as we're speaking right here on my Facebook page. I'm also on Instagram. I'm sharing opinions all over the place and on Twitter. Well, right now, I'm going to make this a quick one because I'm going to get right down to it. You know, and the title of this one is Leave Black History Month Alone. You know, people have really been coming for black folks lately. The latest person to come for black folks, or Black History Month, to be more specific, is this guy. Now I learned that he's a Nigerian, non-foundational black American, non-descendant of slaves, of American slaves. He's a Nigerian by the name of Austin Chenge, or Chenge, Chenge. He's running for governor of the state of Michigan, and one of his campaign promises is to end Black History Month in the state of Michigan. I said, you know what? And yes, I think he's running as a Republican, or he's conservative, right? Cool. If y'all know me, I'm an independent, but with a conservative twist, meaning my conservatism is from a black existence. Meaning, when our people were newly freed from slavery in this country in 1865, with this, for lack of debate, 80% of black children were born into marriages. And there was a high expectation of our people because we were already being Jim Crowed and black crowed. We had black codes, and we had what's called legalized segregation, Jim Crow laws. But somehow there were still expectations of these newly freed Africans in this country, and it's foreign land, speaking of foreign language, the one that they did not know. But somehow they still were able to create colleges, attend universities, earn PhDs, open up businesses, and create what we want to call roadswoods, towns, black towns, where there was commerce and there was scholarship and there was building and creativity. That's where my conservatism comes from. It does not come from the right-wing Christian right-wing aspects of conservatism. Because the first conservatives in this country were black people. Believe it or not, we've always had conservative views until 1965, when we decided to switch over to Democrat and we became these liberal people. And look at us. 80% of black kids born out of wedlock. 8% of black children, obviously, no fathers. Less than 30% of black women will ever see a marriage or a husband. And all this Sodom and Gomorrah behavior, all this lesbianism and gaiety. But when we were conservative, or part of the party of Lincoln called Republicans, we didn't allow all this stuff. Now, I didn't say it didn't go on, but it was not used as to define who we were as a race in this country. But thanks to good old liberalism, now you got men wearing wigs competing against your actual biological daughters. In MMA, kickboxing, they cracking their skull, they're out jumping them in hurdles and track meets. And so, I'm just saying. That's what people just voted for. But anyway, everybody wants to attack Black History Month. Let's give a little history on Black History Month, how it came about, why it's so important. Carter G. Woodson, freed slave, created Black History or Negro Week, and then it grew into Black History Month. And the argument that people like Austin Chenge, he said it's unfair. It could be racist, it could be illegal. We're all Americans. Let's go back a few years in this interview that Morgan Freeman did on 60 Minutes with Mike Wallace. When that question was posed to him, Morgan Freeman, never live on without it. What's in your wallet? No, yeah. My friend Andy Dufresne. Y'all know Morgan Freeman? Yeah. Probably one of our best voiceover actors, one of the greatest actors movie cinema has ever seen, right? However, Morgan's beliefs outside of acting, it could be a bit controversial, considered controversial, because he's so matter of fact. I said it because I meant it. My friend Andy Dufresne. Morgan said, it's ridiculous. We're American history. We don't need a month. Black history is every day. I get that, Morgan Freeman. And Austin Chinge, Nigerian brother, I guess. Put a pin in that. Isn't it interesting how the immigrants, be they from Latin America or from the Caribbean or from Africa, as soon as they get their asses over here by boat or by airplane or by swimming across a river or jumping a fence or crawling a wall, they all seem to want to zoom in on attacking American-born blacks. Don't y'all find that a bit weird? I want to say to those folks, if it were not for black people having their churches bombed, houses burned down, lynched, beaten, shot, dogs sicked on us, water hose put on us, we laid the foundation so you can easily get your non-American born asses over here. Save the goddamn attitude. All you immigrants. You know, the ones, you know what I'm talking about, the Latin ones. You name from Mexico on down. The Africans. And who else? The Caribbeans. Because if y'all was so great as a group where you live, wouldn't you have your ass in Puerto Rico or Mexico or El Salvador, or where the fuck you coming from, and Jamaica and Bahamas and Aruba, wherever you're coming from, Bahamas, I mean, where else? Jamaica and Cayman, and wherever, Grenada, wherever you're coming from. If you're so great over there, how come you're over here? And then if you're coming from Africa, and I'm not claiming all of the people from all the countries, 154 countries on the continent of Africa. But the main persons who talk the most shit about American Africa seem to be those people coming from Nigeria. And if Nigeria was so motherfucking great, how come you don't take your ass back over there and be great over there? But you come over here and stick your nose up white America's ass and then start looking down on black folks, and we come from you. You want to go there, Nigeria? That's why I want everybody to say to any one of these folks out here that come, these other immigrants, come over here with nothing but your kids and a shirt and a bag full of shit. Then you get over here and want to down African Americans, foundational African Americans. You want to say what we're not doing. If you was doing so much, how come you didn't keep your ass in your own country? How about that? So I've had enough of that. And so this sounds like this Austin Chinge is one of those Nigerians. And I'm not disparaging all Nigerians because I've met some very wonderful Nigerians. But in every barrel of apples, there are some rotten ones. And I'm telling you, it never fails. It's something about these Nigerians, not all of them, please. I know some wonderful Nigerians. Met some in my family, really nice. I don't know if it's two groups from Yoruba and Igbo. I think it's the Igbo ones who are the jackasses, because I think the Yoruba, they're pretty nice and down to earth, but the Igbo Nigerians are the dickheads. Because I learned that there's a difference. They're more money oriented, and the Yoruba are more down to earth and cool. So it's two factions of Nigerians that come over. I think it's those Igbo, a lot of those Igbo representatives of the Igbo Nigerians who come over behaving like Austin Chinge. Meaning, we're Americans with all this. So you take up the speaking points of conservative white folks. And so that's why I'm getting on his ass. See, I don't have a problem with black people being conservatives because it's not against the law. We live under democracy. You can be Republican. You can be an independent with a conservative twist like yours truly. Or you can just be a regular independent. You can be part of the Green Party. There are parties that should be recognized, but unfortunately, America's so behind that we only have a two-party system. So that's the problem we're running into. And so you have to pick and choose which one you're going to go with. And it seems to be when they go conservative, they have a lot of shit to say about American blacks. Now, I have my issues with the way we behave and a lot of the parenting, a lot of stuff that we could be doing. But I'm not going to take white talking points and put them against our own people. I don't play that. I just tell the truth to us based on what I see and what I know. I'm not taking right-wing conservative talking points and putting it on our people. Austin Chinge, And I know, Michigan is a largely white state. So he's trying to go with the conservative wave. I know why he's doing it. He's taking a cheap route out instead of having a legitimate platform. A conservative, legitimate platform that talks about economy building, building strong families. He wants to go and talk about taking away Black History Month. But it's interesting, Morgan Freeman and Austin Chingay and anyone else who said, we don't need a Black History Month. Isn't it interesting that you answer your own question in your response? Well, it's American history every day. We're black people. We make history every day. But it's interesting you say that about black people, but we have Hispanic Heritage Month. We have, what's that, LGBT? They stole our black music. The LGBT came over, and just like they did the rainbow, they hijacked Black History Month, which is in June, and made it LGBT Month. And people just went along with it. Don't they make history every day as well? Asian American Month. They got all the months for everybody, but somehow everybody wants to mess with African American History Month. And there's a reason behind it. See, those other people, these other months, they came just because of their culture. Ours was created because this country wouldn't allow black people to even have their own goddamn clothes. So that man, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, put it together to recognize that we are here and we're part of the fabric. We're part of the history of this country. So he said, well, damn, you just gonna have us here? We not have a culture? We not have any kind of history about us? That's why Black History Month was created. So it can be said in history books and through our own mouths, God damn it, we were here before all this other bullshit came. Everyone else crawled over, swam over, took a Southwest flight over. But we were snatched and brought over here against our will. But we made the best of it. Because they made sure we didn't have shit. So I'm offended when anyone says, we don't need Black History Month. You don't tell the gays to get rid of that month, the Asians to get rid of theirs. So all that gets on my fucking nerves. So Austin Chingay and any other black who's so goddamn evolved, we don't need a Black History Month. Cut it out. You're showing your true color, and it's not chocolate. It's showing what's up here. It's this Oreo European mindedness. Cut it out. Don't use us like, I guess it is. I guess it's nouveau. It's apropos. It's fashion. Or fashionable to step over blacks to get what you want in this country. And we shouldn't allow people to do that. We should verbally get in their faces. No, you're not using us so you can get your own. Get something for yourself out the backs of our sweat and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears, and deaths. No, you're not doing it, Black Lives Matter founders. You're not doing it, anybody else. Asians, gays, white women. Everybody uses blacks. Now you got these people like Austin Chingay, foreigners coming in, and they go directly into the black neighborhood, go directly into black culture here and try to exploit it. They try to appease this particular segment of this country. No, you're not going to do us. But I do understand why you're doing it, Austin. You're trying to get that white vote in Michigan. But in all that, do what you have to do, sir. But this backlash is coming at your ass. And if you're going to run a political campaign, be a man. Run on the issues. That's not an issue, sir. Don't be a shithead and a sucker. This is Rico the Opinionist. I just want to share my thoughts on this. Leave Black History Month alone, damn it, if you're not going to bother anyone else's cultural or heritage month. I'll talk to y'all again later with another opinion. Be cool. All right? Rico the Opinionist, and I'm out.